All right, so we are live. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, so give me a second to edit some stuff real quick. She left again, but we'll be back. And there, wait a minute. There she goes. All right, you hear me?
Yep.
All right. So all right. I need to stop messing with this. Hold on. Everybody that's watching right now, thank you. Give me, every time I go live, I always need a minute or two to make sure everything is up and running. And we are live on YouTube. We are now live on YouTube. And let me put this on Instagram. You know what I'm gonna start doing?
What?
I'm gonna start scheduling these lives. So I'm gonna have all this stuff done ahead of time. Have a 9 o'clock call. I'm gonna start scheduling these lives, and that way, when I go live, I ain't got to do all this extra. What is the word? What am I doing right now? Doing all this extra stuff that I absolutely hate doing. I just want to be able to go live and start. But see, this is the issue with being live. Because usually when I do this in private, when I do these private conversations, this can be edited out and people will never ever see this. But how was your day today?
So, I'm tired, and but it's been a good Saturday, honestly. I got a weird package today from UPS, actually, that I didn't order, and it's some random joint lotion, BioCell, whatever. I didn't buy it. I didn't order it, but it's addressed to me. It's with my name on it. I was like, that could be some poison or something. I just left it.
You left it outside?
I brought it in because I had to look at it, but I just put it by the garbage. And I'm like, we're going to throw it out. I'm not using that. Me and my mom was like, no. That could be something. Whatever. How was your day?
It was, so this is what I did all day.
Okay.
Let me show y'all what I did all day. I did this all day. Well, I was live earlier today, but that's what I did all day. So we got a comment from YouTube immediately.
Okay.
And if I'm correct, that is, that's High. That's NDA Photography. He's from Milwaukee. All right, y'all. We're about to start this officially.
Okay.
And a few seconds. Give me about 20 seconds so I can go ahead and share these links. Let me say my intro, and then we are going to be started. Yeah, I'm definitely going to start scheduling. When I say scheduling these lives, I mean in the sense of, you know, the whole little setup, all this setup stuff I got to do. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that already ready, just for me, just to click broadcast, and I ain't got to do all this extra putting these links all up in my bio. All right, so we are live everywhere. So right now, for those who are watching on YouTube, thank you for viewing. Those who are watching on Facebook, wait a minute. She keeps going out. Yeah, so every time you go out, I have no idea that you be going out. All right, y'all, she's back in the stream. I don't know how long you was out of the stream. I was just talking.
I was in the stream for about like a good 2 minutes. Like, I'm like, you late?
Yeah, see, because when you're not in the stream, I can still hear you. You can hear me, but they just can't see you until I add you back. So I just happened to look onto my other computer, and I seen that you wasn't in the stream. But everybody that's watching on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. People who are watching on Facebook, thank you for tuning in. Everybody that's watching from EVON Magazine, EVON Models, EVON Bold Magazine, that's watching from my fan pages right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am about to put her Instagram in the caption of the live. You guys can follow her. By clicking the link in the caption. And if you guys would do me a favor, you guys can also subscribe to my YouTube, because pretty soon I won't be doing this on Facebook. I will only be doing this on Instagram. I will only be doing this on YouTube. And then once I get straight to YouTube, that's where it's going to be really popping. So I am ready right now. So this is where things get serious. Well, not serious, but this is where everything starts. So yeah, let me turn my TV down. I would like to welcome everyone to EVON TV. My name is John, owner of EVON Magazine, EVON Models, EVON TV, Bold Magazine, EVON Kids. I got 6 magazines. I'm also business partners and affiliate with Nyla Rose. As I speak about Nyla Rose, you guys could actually click the link in my bio, or not my bio. Click the link that's in the caption of the Facebook, and you guys can go shop at Nyla Rose online store. Somebody wrote a comment. Let me see what that says. Let me throw this in the bio right quick. Shop at Nyla Rose. Yep. So you guys can shop at Nyla Rose. Link in Instagram is in the caption of the Facebook for your latest trends. Johnny Walker who's my guy, he said, "What's up? What's up, Johnny?" Now, for some apparent reason, your comment has not. All right, y'all, you keep leaving. I had no idea you was gone. You having connection problems?
No, my Wi-Fi is fine.
Yes, I have no idea how long I've been talking to myself. Y'all, my bad. My bad. I'm gonna start paying attention. But Johnny Walker, what's up? What's up? Everybody that's texting me right now, I cannot respond to you until I get done. I don't have an Apple computer, so I definitely can't reply to your texts on the computer. I need to get me an Apple computer though. But my guess tonight, I know it's late. We're supposed to do this 3 hours ago. But my guess tonight is Sammii Brown from Chicago.
Okay.
Go ahead and let the people know how tall you are. Are you signed to freelance? What kind of modeling you do? How long you been modeling? Stuff like that.
Okay, so I am freelance. I've been modeling since 2018. Type of modeling I do is lingerie. I do nude modeling occasionally. And mainly that fashion sometimes. What was the questions again?
How tall you are?
5'2".
What kind of modeling you do? You answer that. How long you been modeling?
Said 2018. Since 2018. So it's been about a couple of years. It wasn't something that I like just always wanted to do or just kind of sought after. It was something that I feel like a lot of people kind of brought to me, and I just decided, why not try at the stage where I was in my life. I'm 23 now, so I was still in college. I wasn't working, so I was just kind of like, let's try it. So I tried it, and it honestly, I didn't think it would take off like how it did. It really just took off kind of immediately. And a lot of people just want to reach out to me to work with me. But I've just been really focused, me personally, on school. So that's kind of like stopped.
All right. I don't know what is going on. She's gone again. All right, she's coming back. All right, y'all. So excuse the disconnections, and I don't see her. Yeah, I don't see your video. Your video is not showing up. Oh yeah, I see you. I got it. I got it. All right, you can go ahead.
And so, I mean, honestly, it just kind of took off from there. But honestly, I really just have been just focused on school. But now I'm a recent graduate, right in the middle of a pandemic. So, I'm just seeing where it goes while I'm working my career, and we'll just see.
All right, so what I'm about to do is I am about to pop her Instagram onto the screen so you guys can see some of her photos. So I'm going to pop it up full screen. Just to let you guys see her Instagram, which she actually, matter of fact, let's make sure she made it. Yeah. I always check to see when the last time a model made a post. Because I know some models would not use their Instagram.
Bobby J. VJ again. Him over that studio. VJ. VJ. VJ again.
So you shoot. I see you shoot with VJ a lot. So if you want to follow her, you can always go and click the link. Click her Instagram link. That is in the bio of. That's not in the bio. That's in the caption of this live. Go ahead, cut that off, take that off, put that back up, and we are back. So, how did you get into modeling?
I don't even really know. It was just kind of like I said before, that was something that an idea that people brought to me a lot, modeling. So I just kind of just I don't know, just started like pursuing it, I guess, a little bit on Instagram, and I ended up running into VJ and VJG Clothing Company, and he saw potential in me, and we just started working, and it just really just took off from there. Like he pretty much taught me almost everything I know, pretty much. Like very much took me under his wing. So that's just how it went from there.
Well, how often do you shoot?
I really, honestly, because I've been shooting since the beginning. I've been in school, and that's always been my main priority. So, I really haven't shot that much. Like, I really shoot occasionally. Um, kind of want to get into a little bit more now, but I shoot whenever I feel like it. Whenever certain people who I truly respect like reach out to me and want to shoot with me, like I'll do it then. But that's it. Like that, I appreciate their work. Like that's when I work. But it's like that's not really something I'm really like doing all the time. But I think I am gonna do it more though.
Are you getting? Have you started getting paid for your shoots?
Yeah, I have, but it's just like not a lot. I ain't gonna flex. Like it's not like it's gonna be a lot, but it's just like I'm getting paid like for some shoots, but I can't say it's been a lot of shoots where I'll be like, yeah, I'm getting paid for my shit. Like
Have you ever been published before?
no, I have not.
So we have a question.
Okay.
India, can you see these questions that pop up?
Yeah, I see one. Do you travel? Now I'm open to it. Before I probably would have said no, but depends on how far we talking.
Would you travel an hour and a half away from home for a shoot?
Yep.
So that means you'll come to Milwaukee. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. NDA photography is a photographer that's from my city.
Okay.
Speaking of that, have you done any shoots out of town or outside of your city?
Um.
All right, she left again. We might have to do this again tomorrow. All right, she's back.
He said he get fed up.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, hey, you guys come back tomorrow. We'll do it.
I'm gonna come back quick. It's just I don't know why this is happening. I wish I could get on my computer. This is testing me out right now. It would do this to me, and it's supposed to be a new iPhone. But anyways,
I forgot what was I saying.
you were saying, have I done
Yeah,
any shoots outside of in
I
the state?
yeah.
The shoot that I did, like with me as a cat, like in an abandoned, that was in an abandoned church in here in Indiana. That's something out of state, but that's as far as I went with that.
Oh, you said Gary? Oh, Gary, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd you
Apparently,
shoot with?
um,
Who'd
I
you shoot with
shot.
there?
I shot with his name is Bad Bodies on Instagram.
Oh, Bad Body. I thought Bad Bodies was in. I thought he was in Chicago.
I think he moved to Miami now. I don't know, but we did travel out there for that shoot. So little road trip.
You know who you'll be? Who you'll? I don't know if you know this photographer or not. I can't even talk. But you know who you'll be good with?
Who?
Him over there, studios.
Oh, eh, I know Kevin. You know, I fuck with Kevin. He don't really like.
You know, Polo Go Hard also.
I don't know him.
Polo his Polo Gibson on Instagram.
Mm-mm.
Mastermind.
Want to? Will.
Um,
I am very soon.
yeah, I would have said Bad Bodies too. I forgot Bad Bodies
He
did
does good
move.
work. Everybody you named. I'm just not familiar with Polo Gibson, but based on everybody else you named, they definitely is a high caliber of work. They do great work. So
Because I think this is I know you didn't ask me my opinion, but this is what I think. If you when you start shooting with like those top, like you do the modeling that you do and you start shooting with those top notch guys, you out of there. You gonna take off.
mm, I just don't think I'm on that caliber. Like honestly, when I work with Kevin, because I work with Kevin, and he's because I know BJ, and I guess he saw some potential in me, and I really appreciated that. He really taught me a lot as well, and cause I ain't know nothing, and he's just like kind of like was really telling me like the beginning foundations of like how to model, how to pose, like positioning me, and like he's kind of like put my name out there and stuff like that a little bit. Like he and I didn't know him from nowhere. Like I have a lot of love for Kevin. I have a lot of love for BJ, and they really taught me a lot. So that's what I would say.
So is it any kind of modeling that you won't do?
Any kind of modeling I won't do. Honestly, I'll do anything as long as it's tasteful. So if it's like I don't want to do nothing that's really like porn like, but you can say like you can argue that I've kind of already done it. But I mean it's just kind of my preference and what I want to do. But
What made you do the type of modeling that you do?
I've just always been comfortable with my body. Like honestly, like um me personally, I just don't. I'm not a very like I could be a sexual person, but I don't sexualize a lot of things. So it's just kind of like I feel like the body's just it's just the body, it's just fat, it's just tissue, and I just feel like it's just sexualized too much. I just wasn't raised like that, so it's just kind of like I'm very comfortable with my body. I'm very comfortable with other people's bodies. It's so it's just art. It's just what it is, and honestly, I don't see it as a big deal. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I do it. And I feel like, because I've had conversations with other people, and they feel like some of the shoots that I've done, the way that I've done them, is a big deal. And, or maybe not appropriate, or maybe like a little far fetched, or, you need to chill out. Me personally, like I said, it's just fat, it's just tissue, it's body, and it's art, and it's beautiful. It's however you want to take it. And I take it as that. So that's why I'm comfortable.
Everyone is watching on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. I can't see who you guys are, but thank you for tuning in. If you can, share this on YouTube, or if you watch it from YouTube, share this from YouTube. Tell your friends to subscribe. Take their phone, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Take it off of personal lives, put it on all. So every time I go live or upload a video, you see it, or you get the notification, I should say. Um, Do you get a lot of criticism for what you do? The type of modeling that you do?
No, honestly, I really don't.
You don't get those guys that say, "Oh, you're a beautiful woman. You shouldn't do that type of modeling."
No, I don't
Oh.
actually. I actually don't. The only criticism that I got was kind of like in the beginning when I started it. The shoot that I did with Kevin. It was like when I was in like, I was at a forest reserve, but it's just a whole bunch of like grass behind me, and I was naked. That ended up getting to my family, and they didn't like it. That was kind of like the only criticism I really got, but I really didn't care really much about that because I mean in my mind I thought it was tasteful, so it's just kind of like take it or leave it. Like I don't really know what you want me to say. I don't. A lot. I mean, obviously, like honestly, with me, guys want to see a lot more, and I'm just like, yeah, that's it. But
So I'm gonna pop some photos onto the screen. So for those who are tuning in now, and you didn't see when I was strolling her Instagram, I was going to pop some photos up from her Instagram onto the screen, and then I'm going to let her give her backstory to the photos.
okay. This photo was my first photo shoot I ever did. I worked with VJ Clothing Company's name right is on there. Like, that's his jacket that he designed for me to model for him. He posed me. I was so nervous, and I mean, honestly, after that we kind of like clicked, and it was just kind of like we just continued working, and that was my start in everything.
You don't use your Facebook a lot, do you?
No, I don't.
I can tell.
Uh,
Because this is the only modeling photo I see on your Facebook. Which, I mean, look, I tell people to use Instagram. I tell people to use I cannot talk. I tell people to use Instagram over Facebook. You know, once you get your Instagram popping, you ain't even really got to care about Facebook anymore. People that care about your Facebook, if they really care about you in general, they'll just follow you right on Instagram.
It would be more
You
so
know,
on like my like fan page or whatever that I made, but I don't really
do you
post it
do
on
you
like.
use your fan page?
I haven't really. I be on Instagram. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
You got modeling photos on your fan page?
oh yeah.
What's your fan page?
My fan page. It's
Can
Sammii.
you?
It says Sammii Brown. It's the same, but it's under Sam. Oh, so it's
It's
just like.
SAMMII.
So it's or Sam too. I ain't been on that since like what. Okay. It is Sam. So I don't know if I should just send it to you. So it's
Yeah.
the same as my Instagram.
Inbox to me.
Okay. Here you go.
All right, I see it. All right, let's. Oh, this is your Instagram, right?
But
Yeah,
it's
I know
the
that.
same. It's the fan page too. So I'm gonna just send the link.
You don't have a Facebook fan page?
Yeah. Boop.
Okay, I see the Facebook. Yep. All right, let's bring that back up. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, but you ain't used this in so long too.
That's true. Cause honestly, like my Facebook is just family and friends, or like everybody who, like you said, needs to follow me is on my Instagram. But I feel like the photos on my fan page got stories though. I see some on here.
You got a black and white photo
What?
that is pretty nice photo. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all this photo. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, thank you. Everybody that's watching on Facebook, thank you. Everybody's watching from my fan page, I should say, on Facebook. Thank you. Let me bring this photo onto the screen. I could just easily just screen share it. All right. So.
I knew you was gonna pick that one.
I don't know why I like that photo. I like black and white photos.
I feel the same way. Like, I don't know. Like I don't know why I like that photo either. That was a picture that I took with one of my friends from high school. He does photography. And that was just like, I don't know, he just wanted to shoot with me. Like I was already like doing a little bit of modeling at that time. He was just getting out of like high school pretty much, and he wanted to shoot with me. We shot and it came out like that, and I thought it was pretty dope. Like, oh, that was that. A lot of the shoots that we do is like that. I feel like is the best shoots that I've done. It's like we originally, me and a photographer will have a plan, and then we'll shoot and it'll turn into something different, but it'll come out more doper than we ever thought originally.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know what? I had no idea that you posted in my fan page. I mean, in my Facebook group. I got a Facebook group. Yeah. And as I go back and look at it, I like the photo, and I don't even remember the photo being in the group. Let me go ahead and let y'all see this photo. All right, so while I get this photo together, I have a question from NDA Photography. Now, got to tell the truth. Okay? Okay?
okay.
All right.
I've never done that. If I say I'm gonna come, I'm gonna come. Like I'm just not the type of person to just not come. Like if I don't come, it would have to be a serious ass emergency, and I'll let you know about it. But it's like for me to just no call, no show. I'm just not that type of person because I hate when that shit happened to me. So I've never done that in no situation.
I don't know I don't know what's going on as of lately, but people who I know, and she left again. We might have to do this tomorrow. Let's see. All right, she's back. She's back. Give me a second. And she is right there. Yeah, I'm not sure what is going on, but even people who I know are canceling on me, not showing up. And they're like, what is going, like, with no explanation. It's just.
See, well, I give an explanation now. Like, I got an explanation.
You know, you don't necessarily have to get somebody an explanation, but just like, duh, I know you. We know each other.
But I would want you to understand that I'm not just canceling just for any old, like, I just don't want to do it, or I just don't want to pay for it, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's really like some shit. Like, it's like I can't do it right now, but I'ma still hit you back when I can. But you know, shit just happens like that. That's something that can be understood. But if you just like, if you said it and you're just like, yeah, I don't want to do it no more, or you just saying, it's like, well, the fuck, like, you obviously gonna feel some type of way about it. I feel like I would. So that's why I give that common courtesy to do that. That's
Yeah,
just
it's literally, it's hurting my soul.
Man,
It's hurting my soul that models who I know, who I'm close to, will disappear. It's like, and then they'll come back. Like, if you end up watching this, if anybody who I'm talking about, and you know I'm talking about you, and you end up watching this, my apologies. But because you don't owe me an explanation, but it's like, say something. You know, it's I don't know. It's weird to me. It's
I don't really agree with that, because honestly, I've had a lot of photographers tell me stories like that, and it's just kind of like, if that's in your character, that's in your character. But it's just kind of like, it's not in mine. It's just I just like speaking in my situation, I would never say nothing bad about Kevin. I would never say nothing bad about VJ. And it's just kind of like, I would never go against them. I would never forget them if I would ever get on and nothing like that. So it's just kind of like, when I hear stories about photographers and they telling me about people that they kind of put on and they just kind of like go up and they forget, or they just kind of like stop talking to them or whatever, it's just kind of like, well, like, that ain't how loyalty work to me. But I guess, I don't know.
yeah. I don't. It's not. It's an issue to me only because it's like, we know each other. Why you just couldn't just say something? But in all actuality, it's not
Comes
really.
to play.
It's not really an issue. But it's one of those things where it's like, come on, man, we too close. We too close to you, or we know too much.
Loyalty.
We have history together. If you just not go come or show up, just let me know. I rather you tell me that you don't want to come or you don't want to do it instead of just not saying nothing. And then it's like, when next time I say something to them, it's like, so what happened that day? And be like, oh, this, and this, and this. I'm like, why you ain't just tell me? Sometimes this is what I think. Sometimes I think people got this thing where it's like, oh, they're nobody. They're nobody for me to be explaining why I didn't show up to.
But you know what? Can I say something on a model's perception of that? When
Go
we have
ahead.
to deal with photographers, it's just kind of like, cause see me, I come in with pure intentions. I'm not trying to screw nobody over. I'm not trying to be no fucked up ass person. I'm just coming in and just honestly just trying to make friends and experience a new experience. So it's like, when you meet people like that, and it's just kind of like, you meet these photographers, and they done met these models of pretty girls, and they just like kind of like actually like can build a friendship with these girls or these people, and then it's just like, once they get on or get where they going or feel like they straight, it's like, I don't want to fuck with you no more. They act like a scorned like boyfriend to me. Like, it's just like they just,
You said, hold on. You said they act like a what?
a scorned boyfriend, a
Oh, a
scorned
scorned boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Like, they just, like, now every bitch is like that. And it's just like, now it's like, if I meet a photographer that I actually like on a friend level, and they're gonna feel like I'm using them on some other shit because another bitch acted a certain way. And it's just like, now I'm taking the bullshit that she should have got from the last bitch actions, because she wasn't true, she wasn't real, she wasn't valid. Like,
Yep.
and that's something that I learned and had noticed, but it is what it is. I mean, that's how it works. with people in general.
Yeah, it don't bother me, but it bothers me.
Yep.
It's like we on social media all day. You see me make a post, I see you make a post. If you just not gonna show, just say you ain't gonna show. No, it's like you go have me thinking you go show, don't show and post and not even think like I wonder what John.
Dude, I ain't never did that though.
Look, people, man, it happens so much.
I'll say like, yo, I can come or something. I won't just post and be like just not show up the whole time I told you I was coming. Like that's just kind of.
So look, I've had me and India Photography have had people say that they were sick, right? And they can't do the shoot. And they'll be Facebook Live in a whole nother thing. Like real life. Like they'll say they sick, they can't do the shoot, but be in a whole nother city at a shoot. It's like why you just didn't say I ain't want to do y'all shoot no more. You just not gonna say you just gonna tell us you're sick and then literally forget
because
or
that's
don't even know.
Ass move to even say that in the first place. It's kind of like if you already say you're doing the shoot, then you do the shoot. It's just kind of like you can't just be like I don't want to do no shoot no more because you wanted to do work with somebody else. Like you already gave your word. That's what it is. So do it. Like I mean, that's just how I feel. I don't know what. I don't know. People build different. Whatever, G. Like that's.
All right, we got a question from NDA Photography.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with a female photographer before?
I haven't. I want to. I've seen.
Okay, so by NDA asking, by him asking that question, and you've never shot with a female photographer, what is a reason why you want to shoot with one?
Why I want to? Because the ones that I see, the ones that I follow, like they really doing like dope work. I'm just like and I feel like honestly, on another tip, not only do they do good work, I feel like it'll be nice if I'm not like totally sexualized during the shoot. Like majority of the time with photographers, because they're male, I'm being sexualized. So it's just kind of like, it'd be nice to not feel like that. Just do what I need to do and just.
How do women not think they're being sexualized by another woman?
Well, I mean, because the ones I follow, they got boyfriends that they in love with. So it's just kind of like, I feel like they're going to look at me and be like, sure, you can look at a body and be like, yeah, like she attractive because it's just kind of like, I don't see how you can find yourself attractive and not think other women are attractive. But, I mean, that doesn't mean you going to want to fuck them. Like, it's just, I mean, they pretty. Like, you don't have
All right, so look.
Bend them over.
This is probably not a topic for YouTube. This is probably not a topic for YouTube. This is a perfect topic for Facebook. This is a perfect topic for Facebook, but it's not a perfect topic for YouTube because my YouTube is for people that's 13 and up. So if this video gets taken down, I understand YouTube. But on Facebook, it's gonna stay up there because we can say what we want to say on Facebook. But I just want to know. I'm 34. I probably know the answer to this, but I just want to know. So the type of modeling that you do, and a guy being a photographer, how do we not? Hold on. Let me get it back. Because she left right when you left right when I was finna get to it. How does a guy not sexualize shooting somebody that's naked?
Well, I mean, I don't expect you to not sexualize me. You're a man. But, I mean, just act appropriate within that moment. Like, I've had photographers that's crossed the line. Like it's just like you don't have to just lose your shit because I'm naked and that's the shoot that we're doing. Like it's just like it's still business. Keep it business. Like I don't see what's so hard about that.
Have you ever dated a photographer?
No.
Would you date a photographer?
I don't know. I mean, if I find one I like, that's really like, but I wouldn't like date them knowing that they were like we worked together first. I feel like it would have to be on like a tip where it's like I genuinely met them, like we wanted to date first,
You know what? I
and
keep
they just
hearing
happen to be a
women say that.
photographer. Huh?
All right, so this conversation went totally off of what it was originally planned. But I want to have this I've had this conversation in private. I haven't had this conversation in public. So I want to have this conversation in public because I think you look like you'll tell me the truth.
Okay.
I hear women say they would not date somebody that's a photographer or another male model or any guy that's in modeling unless they met them away from it, right?
It's different for me though. Like male models, I would not date. Period. Like no. I just won't. But a photographer, the only reason why I say that is because the fact of what I said previously, that they just feel like every model that come into their life, like pretty much is trying to use them for a come up or whatever. And I don't feel like
Oh, okay.
constantly proving myself because I know what type of heart I have that I'm not even gonna come in no situation like that. I'm not gonna have to prove myself every day. I'm tired of that. Like, so I'm not gonna do it for a photographer that I
Okay.
know automatically is gonna feel a certain type of way because of what I kind of do on the side, pretty much.
So if you met a photographer who did not feel that way, but he was genuinely interested in you, would you date him?
Yeah, I see. Cricket. Like what?
No, it's other stuff I want to say. I don't know if I can say it on live. Because this is usually a conversation that I usually have in private. And it's like when you have it in private, people are 100% straightforward, honest. Like I can say stuff that I'm not afraid to say it on live, but I don't want you to be feeling awkward to answer the questions because we live. But
I'm pretty transparent, but okay.
have you? Okay, you know what?
Come on with the question.
We need to get in. I need to get. I'm trying to meet somebody that will actually have these conversations live. Have you hooked up with somebody that does photography?
I haven't. I've hooked up with a male model, but that's about it.
Not a photographer?
Not a photographer. I haven't hooked up with a photographer. No, I have not.
And this is the reason why I ask.
Why?
So this is what I usually say. So because when I have conversations with models and they always say, "Oh, this photographer or this fashion show person or this male model or this male stylist likes me," right? This is my response. This is gonna sound so bad on YouTube, but we are all adults. Don't get pregnant. Don't catch no STDs. Whatever else y'all do, you're doing it because you're an adult. Because if you was out in a nightclub and you seen a guy that you wanted, you're gonna go for it. I understand you don't want to do it with people that's in the same field as you. I completely understand that because even in my situation, when I first got into modeling, I didn't care. Nowadays, I'm very scared of talking to somebody that models.
You know
Only
what?
because
I don't think like that because I didn't move like that. Like I don't move like that. I don't sleep with anybody, and everybody anyway. I'm not that sexually fluid. It's kind of like, even though
do you know
I
models?
take the type of picture that I take, I'm not as sexually active as the average person may think. So it's
Right
like,
now, and you know that. Damn, this is gonna sound. Excuse my language, YouTube. I didn't mean that. I didn't. Dang, I meant dang. But you do know when a guy sees your type of photos, he don't know that.
Well, he needs to learn it. Like I don't know what to say about that. Like you can't be judging everybody just on no fucking stereotype.
Right.
Like you know,
Right.
like
I
it's
agree.
like different. You get different strokes for different folks. Like it's people who's been through different situations that may have come to the same outcome. Just because she is a hoe and she take pictures like that, don't mean I'm a hoe because I take pictures
Right.
like that. So it's
I
just kind of
agree.
like
I
anybody who
agree.
knows me, that's why I don't get a lot of criticism like that on my pictures. Because anybody who knows me, they know that I'm not out here like that. I don't move like that. I don't date like that. I'm very loyal when I'm in a relationship. Like I'll be like once I date a guy, it's like all eyes on him. Like I'm not seeing nobody else. I'm loyal to like the fuck. So
Right.
I'm
So
just not out
I
here like that.
agree that you can't look at everybody because of other people, right? Now, this is not modeling related, but it's a this thing that we do as humans where it's like I understand why women feel like majority of men don't amount to anything. I understand it, right? So even if a good guy comes around and she still has her shield up, I understand why. As humans, if we encounter a lot of something that we don't like, and somebody that's not that way comes around, we don't know. So we automatically assume that they are until they prove that they're not. So, like I said, like for example,
Okay.
this is not even modeling related, but we gonna have this conversation. It's kind of too late to have modeling related conversations, anyways. But we go. I do want to say this as a black man.
Okay.
If I seen a bunch of, let's say I park my car in the alley, right? And it's other people in the alley. Am I just getting out my car like, what up, bro? No. Am I sitting in my car until it looked like they're about to move around? Yes. When I walk into the corner store by my house and I see a bunch of just little badass little boys in there, do I think they own something else? Yes. Is it fair? No. Are they black like I am? Yes. But let's be honest. When I was 18, I was wild too. It's one of those things where it's like, am I afraid of snakes? Yes. Have I ever been bitten by a snake? No. But if I see a snake, if a snake crawled through my front room right now, what am I doing? I'm jumping right out this window.
It doesn't
This
sound like
window
you
right
scared
here.
of the world or you scared of bad people. You scared of people that are like you. That's what it sounds like. Cause it's
It's
like
it
with
look,
me,
it's one of those things. It's one of those things where I completely understand. Even if you put it modeling related, I completely understand if
because you've
people
done it.
assume that you're a certain way.
Because you've done it. But that's why I'm saying, me personally, I haven't done it, so I don't see the world that way. Like, so it's just kind of like I like when I see a group of boys like sitting up there, like probably some badass little boys. Do I get scared or just wait around for them to move around? No, I go where I'm going. Like they be alright. Like it's just every situation that you described. Like it probably wouldn't have really phased me. But then again, I do live on 71st and like Jeffrey, so.
Like I understand when I walk into the beauty supply store why I get watched. Is it fair? No. But do I understand it? Yes, because usually when you walk into the beauty supply stores, they got pictures of a bunch of people that steal. They usually look like us.
They don't have that in my beauty supply.
Oh, the beauty supply in Milwaukee, every beauty supply store that we walk
Right.
into that's in the black
They don't
community,
put that shit
they
in
got a
there.
bunch of wanted signs and photos of people that steal. They usually look like us.
Mm-mm.
And it's like, when you're a little kid, it's like one person in the classroom that does something bad, everybody gets in trouble.
That didn't happen to me either growing up. Like it was like if that kid was bad, he just was bad. Like
if the kid was bad, and the teacher didn't know who it was, and nobody told on who the
No, she
kid
knew
was,
it was.
everybody gets in trouble.
No, she knew
It's
it
like
was because it
it's like
wasn't the
one
same
bad
nigga every
apple,
time.
riding the whole bag. Everybody gets
I
blamed.
don't see life like that. I just don't like.
It's not fair. It's not fair, but
I think that's just a
look,
perception thing.
it's not fair, right? Let's do the light skin versus dark skin.
Okay,
Where
come
people
on with it.
usually say dark skinned women are insecure.
Huh?
They're
Who said?
jealous.
Wait a minute. Who
They're jealous,
said that?
right?
I ain't never heard that in my life.
You ain't never heard of the light skin versus dark skin.
I've heard light skin versus dark skin in a lot of ways. I've never heard what you just said, like the
And
whole.
it's usually that the light skinned women are pretty and the dark skinned women are not.
Actually, I've never heard that, but I can believe that. Because definitely growing up, like I honestly like that's why modeling was such a like kind of like a far off thought for me, because I honestly was like really like I'm not gonna say I was raised like that because my family raised me to love my black skin, but society raised me to hate it, and it was just like
Yeah,
growing up,
I'm
I
dark
got a
skinned.
lot of shit
Yes,
about
when I was
being
growing
dark
up,
skin.
I was a tar baby. I was a black ass. I was a monkey. I was every other word.
And
I
see,
was
you don't glow in
crispy.
the dark. And where you
Right.
go?
Every word that makes you feel like having dark skin is a curse. Whereas like the light skin people are automatically pretty.
Let me tell you a story. It's literally when I was in elementary school. All the kids, they sat up there. They called themselves getting me the ugliest dark skin in school or in the classroom and the ugliest light skin in the classroom. They put us together and they had literally everybody in the class pick who was prettier, who was uglier. And they all picked the light skinned girl as me.
Yeah.
You know how traumatizing
Yeah.
that could be to a child? Like, it's just like, that's pretty cruel. But, and so it was just like throughout the years, I was so insecure about myself. I didn't like my skin. It was such a struggle. And then it was one random year,
All right, y'all. She left and she is back. All right, yep. So go ahead, finish saying what you were saying.
So it was about the year 2018. That's when everything that's just kind of changed drastically out of nowhere. I really don't know why. Like, I started getting compliments just from random people talking about how pretty my skin was. I started getting people reaching out to me to be a model. People taking pictures of me and videos trying to show me like I'm Beyonce. Like, I'm Kelly Rowland or something. Like, hold on. Like, I did not sign up for this. Like, I'm from the hood. Like, I was ready to punch people in the face. Like, what the hell you take pictures of me for? But it just kind of all switched out of nowhere, and it's still something that I'm still trying to get comfortable with because I feel like it's a little bit of a fetishization right now. How quickly it switched, but that's just my opinion.
So it's like it's the same thing with modeling where we don't have a lot of dark skinned models. You know,
Yeah.
even professionally, like you can go on YouTube and you'll just hear like horror stories of dark skinned models complaining about how they're treated compared to the lighter models.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just something that dark skinned people in general we go through.
Mm-hmm. It's it's a lot of colorism in modeling. I feel like it's, but you have that everywhere. Just if you're dark skinned, you know what I'm talking about. You understand it, and you just honestly, if you're like me, you expect it. And I feel like I didn't expect no different when I started doing a little bit of modeling. I expected that because that's what the beauty standard is. That's what they set for us in our country. We could get into that, but that's a whole other different conversation of white supremacy and all that. So that's what they have brainwashed us all to think, that that's what that's supposed to be. And so even though a lot of people don't want to say that, that's really what it is. And I think, I love black people, black women all together, period. But it's just kind of like the way that dark skinned women are treated in comparison to light skinned women. And I understand light skinned women can take shit too on the vice versa side. But I think more so is me personally speaking on that issue, dark skinned women really take the most shit, really. And it's like from everybody, everybody. And like famous quote said, dark skinned women, black women, they the most unprotected. So that's how I feel. It really sucks, but it is what it is. That's where the strength comes in.
I have a model that's from, I think she's from Ghana.
Oh.
She's dark skinned, right? We were supposed to be having a conversation of the issue that she's faced being a professional model because she's dark, because she's dark skinned. And when I first started doing this, I went live with a model who wore her natural hair, and she got black model, and she got criticized for her natural hair. It's like they always wanted her in weave and wigs, but never her natural hair. It was a model I used to stay in Milwaukee who would not shoot with anybody. She wouldn't do a fashion show if anybody said that they wanted to straighten her hair. She moved out of state and blew up. And it's like, I wouldn't come back and work with Milwaukee either.
Right.
Y'all knew that I wasn't going to let you touch my hair or put heat to my hair, and y'all would overlook me or pull me out of something because I won't let you touch my hair. And then she goes somewhere and blows the heck up. So it's like, I'm just lucky I don't model.
Because I'm like, a lot of photographers want me to bring the afro out. That's why I'm like, y'all don't want her to keep her afro? That's why I'm like, that's strange. Y'all kind of tweaked on that one. As you can see, that she blew up, obviously.
So I don't know if NDA Photography is still watching, but he wrote 2 comments that I didn't see until right now. Because I'm what am I trying to say? I'm paying attention to the Facebook views and the comments more than I am paying attention to the YouTube comments. But I don't know if he's still watching. But if I'm correct, I believe this question goes back to when we was talking about shoots. Okay. But I think he's talking about edited photos. But how many photos
successful shoot? I don't know. Like what? I mean, me personally, if you ask me, you gotta ask me versus a photographer, because I feel like I be needing a lot of shoots, but they feel like they pick the photos that I don't like, and it just be amazing to them.
That's usually how it goes. Models, okay, so this is the saying, and I think it's true. Models pick photos that's cute and that's good for social media. Photographers pick photos that's more for your portfolio in a gallery and stuff like that.
Right. So as far as that for them, they be finished rather quickly. Not gonna say in the beginning, like when Kevin got me, I know he probably had a hard time. But as I started working with VJ, I started like, he really didn't have no problem really, and now more so, it's not really that hard to get what they want. It's more so what I want. So that's the one I did with Kevin. That was definitely like, he posed me and everything. Oh my god! And that was my first time being naked in public. So,
Oh, y'all was in public?
we was in public. We was at a park reserve. It was like with a waterfall and all that. Like it was mad people around. Oh Lord, it was pretty much like it wasn't nobody walking by when we was taking photos, but you know, as soon as somebody came by, we had to put on clothes. Hurry up, had me put on clothes and all that. But yeah, it was in the middle of the day. It was putting people out.
You can always change the perception of beauty by picking up the camera. Basically, what he's saying is, let's say it's something about the modeling industry that you don't like. Like you don't like the fact that it's not a lot of dark skinned models, or it's not a lot of some type of models or modeling.
Okay.
The moment you pick up a camera, you now start to set a perception. So if you feel like it's not a lot of dark skinned models in modeling, you pick up a camera, you only shoot dark skinned models, and you show people that beautiful dark skinned models do exist.
Everybody's not a photographer though. You know,
I know.
Like I can take my own pictures, like selfies and all that, but it's just like that's not the same as having a talented photographer shoot me and enhance my beauty and all that. And it's just not the same. So it's not gonna reach the same audience. It's not gonna have the same effect. So
because you know Blake Martin from Chicago, right?
I know of him.
Yeah, he been doing photography. I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months. No,
yeah,
he hasn't.
He started doing photography during quarantine.
What? Because I'm pretty sure he was Blake Martin. I'm pretty sure he was
Blake Martin. Blake Martin, the one that does the fashion shows.
Oh, he was directing before then?
No, he did fashion shows. Blake Martin is one of the biggest names.
I don't know if he conducted.
He's one of the biggest names in Chicago modeling.
Okay, he is though.
He literally used to do fashion shows. Now he's a photographer and he's killing it. It's like he felt like everything that he felt like was missing. Now he's shooting at.
But he didn't just do fashion shows, because I went to the shoot.
No, he didn't just do fashion shows. He's been doing fashion shows for years. Yeah. He just started doing photography.
Like himself?
Yes, like him shooting and editing the photos. He just started that.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So he took the name that he built through the fashion shows and became a photographer. Mm-hmm. And it's probably going to eventually bypass his level when he was doing fashion shows.
Mm-hmm. That's really good.
So it's like, you know, when you feel like something is missing.
But is he shooting dark-skinned women though? Like,
no, it's not necessarily the dark-skinned aspect. It's just the aspect of when he feels like feeling like something is missing. Now he's shooting that, and he's showing you that it's not necessarily missing. You just was bypassing it or skipping by it. NDA really also. Hold on, what did he just say? Starting a business and hiring what beauty is to you. And then he said, and there are people out here that really think black is beautiful. You will hunt them down. We need more dark-skinned models.
We do.
You know, I can't necessarily say what I told you before we went live because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, that's how you feel? So, but my daughter's dark-skinned. That's all pretty much. My daughter is the prettiest person in the world, but that's all I can say because I do not want to say what I said at first, and I literally get like, look, I'm not talking about anybody. I just prefer, you know, I don't even really care. Dark-skinned people or women, in my opinion, are the best looking.
That was the statement that you were scared to say. What's wrong with that?
Yes, sure. Anytime I say something, okay, so look, for my status in my city, when I say something like that, it's like, oh, so why is majority of the people that's on your cover not dark skin, or majority of the girls that I see you date not dark skin? I don't want to go through all that
see that
extra.
though, because a lot of I feel like you post a lot of dark skinned girls to me. Like,
Look,
I feel like it's an even amount. I've seen
look,
a lot of dark skinned girls from you. I like quite a few posts because they is dark skinned girls. Like, I'm just kind of like, I don't. You say so.
it's look, I can tell you it's really, really bad in Milwaukee when somebody says something. If I literally sat here and I said, I don't think girls who shoot naked are real models. If let's just say I said that, I am going to get asked and questioned. Why would I say that? Like just like it's difficult to explain because I said, what did I say? I said I got this belief that getting signed is not all that, right? Like getting
I've
signed to
heard
an agency is not all that.
quite a few,
So when I was first going live,
and I agree.
when I first was going live, I used to always say, what's the point of wanting to be signed? Being signed does not mean you better than somebody who's not signed. It don't mean you're making more money than somebody that's not signed. All this.
Well, it
You,
possibly could if you get with the
it,
right.
it
They actually push you.
yeah, it possibly could. But if you had a choice of controlling your own destiny versus
Mm-hmm.
getting signed and having somebody else control it, I really control my own. Like I tell people, I don't want my magazine in a store. If my magazine exposure and sales is going to be dictated by somebody going into a store and buy it, I'd rather just do my print magazines and sell them over the internet. That way, I control it, all depending on how much I promote it, how often I put it out. I don't have to hope that somebody walks into a store and buys it, especially when none of us go into stores anymore and even pick up a magazine and walk through the grocery store no more.
Right.
You know, I remember when I was a little kid, I used to grab the first, like, I think it's called Inquirer magazine I seen and walk right behind my mama looking at every photo and reading it. Now I will be in a long line at the grocery store. First thing I do is I pick up my phone. You know, it's like nobody goes into stores anymore to buy magazines. It's not that I don't see a point of people feeling like if you have a magazine that's not in stores, it's not a real magazine. Well, you don't even go to stores and pick up real magazines. Or
Most
you're not a real
people
model
don't
if
like
you're
it.
not signed to a model agency. I don't like that either. Because majority of models will never get signed. So usually when I see a model say you're not a real model, if you're not signed, she probably won't get signed her damn self. Or she might get signed and get shelved because that happens too.
It does.
Where I encourage all models, take control of your own modeling career forever. Now, if you get to a level where you need a manager, then that's different. But control your own destiny. Let the agency come to you. Because the moment you go to them, you're in their mercy. It's like you hoping they say yes or no. Where if they come to you, they're hoping you say yes or no.
Right.
NDA said everyone starts somewhere, even though the word somewhere has not popped up on the screen yet. But everyone starts somewhere is basically what it is saying. Let's see. Let me take that off the screen. There you go. Everybody start somewhere. Speaking of that, what's your goal with, like, do you have an ultimate goal with modeling?
Um, honestly, I don't have an ultimate goal in modeling. It's really just seeing where it goes and going with the flow. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, it's just something that right now I like to do. It's cool, and for right now, that's just what it is. Like, I'm really just going with the flow with it. I really don't take it that serious, and a lot of people talk to me like I take it serious. I really don't. It's just kind of like, because I feel like I'm very shy and still very insecure. So modeling is a push out for me.
What are
And
you insecure about? I'm curious.
I'm insecure about. I'm honestly insecure about my body. Number one, I feel like I'm too skinny. Um, yeah, mainly I'm too skinny, way too skinny. I feel like my head is too big. I
You feel
feel
like you got a big
like
head? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go to Instagram. Let me.
you don't see the
I'm.
big
I'm.
head on the video.
I'm finna go check for y'all. Is if her head is really as big as she think it is.
It's a big head.
Let's see.
I look like a
She
bad style or something. People always want to talk about my.
she have a big head. I don't know. Well, you know what? Let me say that a better way. I haven't seen you in person, so I don't know. But looking at photos, I don't see anything
We
wrong.
on video chat. You don't see the big head. My head look big right here, like
Hold on, your head. Wait. Let me go back to the screen. Your head look big where?
right here.
That's
But
because of how the look. That's because of how the camera is.
that's like
But in general, I don't see a big head.
that is my head. I'm telling you, that's my big head right there.
And then when you say you insecure about your body, I don't. You got that what's the name? Face it lingerie on. I don't see any issues.
It's. I just feel like a lot of my family is. I'm the skinniest out of all my family. Everybody in my family is thick, so it's just a little insecure about that. I don't want to be this small. Wish I could gain some weight, but it's so hard for me. Another thing I'm insecure about, obviously, not anymore. That's something that I actually worked past, but that's a newly worked past thing. Is my skin color. It took such a long time for me to get over that. Like when I first started modeling, I wasn't over that. So modeling kind of helped me work through that too.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I brought up the dark skin thing. Cause I just wanted to see if you was gonna say you don't like how dark you are.
I like it now though, but it took a long. It took a long time. Like that's a new thing. So I mean, now you can't tell me shit about my skin, but um, maybe like I would say like maybe like 5 years ago, maybe like 4 or 3. Not in the past 2 years, definitely, but I'll give it like 3 years. I was definitely deep in insecurity about my how dark my skin was. But now I look at like darker girls and I'm like, dang, like I wish I had her skin. Like I really love dark skin. Like you can tell me nothing about dark skin now. So. And then everybody who was talking crap about my dark skin when I was in high school and middle school, they in my DMs now. So
That's usually how I go. When somebody once you grow up and you really become you really grow into yourself. Yeah, everybody call you ugly in high school. They gonna come back.
they already did, but they left for
I,
there.
I remember before because I'm a personal trainer, so it's like before I was in shape. It's different now being in shape, and I barely ever post shirtless photos, but people can tell that I'm in shape. So it's like, yeah,
Right.
it's like, oh, so when I was like 140 something pounds, it didn't like me, even though I could still fit the same clothes as when I was weighing 147 pounds. Even though like right now I'm like 190 something, but I don't look it. But you can tell I'm in shape.
Well, because
It's
you
like, oh,
still
that's what it took.
190 with muscles and 140 all fat is a little bit different. Like I mean,
'Cause sometimes I feel skinny sometimes. Then I get on the scale, I'm like, oh, you almost 200 pounds. I know I don't look it.
but it's muscle though, so it's cool.
Hmm.
It works.
Speaking of that, because I asked everybody this question, do you work out?
I do. But this a new thing though. Like I really started working out my senior year of college. So I was in my senior year in college before the lockdown happened for coronavirus and COVID-19, and then I started working out from home. Then I got tired of that. I just really want to get back in the gym so bad. But
What were you taking up in school?
law office administration. So
Oh,
that was my major.
so what is that? Like, what will you be doing?
Well, what will I be doing is pretty much legal secretary, legal assistant, anything in the law field. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already working out. That's what I'm doing right now, and that's what I'm trying to pursue as a career is law. At the end of the day, I want to be an attorney. So
Do you have anything planned for Monday?
for Monday, work.
Where day are you off work?
Weekends.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
What time you get off during the week?
I get off every day at 5.
And what do you usually do when you off?
Go home and get prepared for the next day.
Get prepared for the next. Because what I'm thinking is we go do a part 2.
Okay.
Because right now we have been live for 83 minutes.
Whoa.
So I'm trying not to go into the nightclub opens hours. Because I know once the nightclub opens, especially on Facebook. Facebook, people gonna be focused on other stuff.
Okay.
Now tomorrow, I gotta go live tomorrow, but I can't remember with who. Yeah, I got a live tomorrow. I think I got one live tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If she shows up, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had 3 today.
Damn.
Yeah, one of them didn't show up, so I just had you and the girl or the model that I was on live with this morning at noon.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
But I'm gonna text you. Are you doing anything tomorrow?
Huh?
Are you doing anything tomorrow?
No.
So you be in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If she don't show, because this what I'm this. Oh, speaking of that, I got 2 things before we get off.
Okay.
I need you to do a photo shoot for my magazine.
All right.
Okay. Now, it don't matter what you do, because whatever you do, I can figure out a way to make it work.
Okay.
But if you end up having anything that you want published, let me know.
Okay.
But other than that, if she, I'm because I can't do too many lives tomorrow because I got to be at the gym at 6:00 on Monday. So I think I'm gonna cut my lives off at 7 tomorrow. But I think I'm supposed to go live with her at 3. But when I write her when I get up in the morning, if she don't respond, I'll hit you up.
All right.
Because the thing that you did today that very few people do, they talk to me every day, and then the day of they'll disappear. So that's why we were talking about earlier. That's why we were talking about people just doing no call, no shows, and just disappearing. I would talk to models every day, all day, just random messages. The day of, I don't hear nothing from them. I'll see them post. I will see them make posts, and I'll see them make stories, but they will not respond to nothing else.
Oh wow. Well.
And that be killing me. So you may not know this, but I'm gonna tell you now. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Because even when I wrote you on Facebook, you could have. I mean, not on Facebook, on Instagram, you could have kept me on red.
Why? I told you to hit me up when you back in Chicago anyway. I remember that. I don't know if you do.
Now, did I have I ever hit you when I was in Chicago? Because I think I probably forgot.
No, you didn't.
I probably forgot. That's all my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be there next weekend, but
Well, I'll be here.
we will be. Matter of fact, next time I might have a shoot for you here because the photographer that was actually commenting on the video, the questions that he asked you, is not usually questions that. It's usually questions that me and him talk about before we ask a model to come here to shoot.
Okay.
About the no calls, no shows. So he may be asking that question because he probably went to your Instagram and he was like, "Oh, I'll work with her." So he could have been asking for that reason. I don't know.
Right.
So I might have a shoot here for you.
Okay.
But
Well, just let me know if you do.
in general, matter of fact, as soon as I get off live, I'm a write her on Instagram and see if she's still available tomorrow. And then I'll text you and I'll let you know.
Okay.
And then I'll text you again in the morning and let you know because I'm gonna write her again in the morning and see what she say.
Okay.
But it's getting late. Well, it's not really getting late, but it's almost club hours.
Yeah.
It is Saturday. Thank everybody for watching. Everybody that's on YouTube watching it right now. The comment section on YouTube. I love the comment section on YouTube.
Why?
So, because this is the thing with Facebook. People on Facebook will watch it. They won't say nothing. But on YouTube, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Did they say some wild stuff?
No, see a lot of things on a lot of things on YouTube is people just replying back to what we're talking about.
Okay.
I think I asked you, do you have another device to watch this back from?
I don't know, probably not. I don't think you did, but I think I was like,
Yeah.
I said I had a computer, but that shit ain't working.
Yeah. So the main reason why I asked that is because I either want people to watch it back on Facebook or watch it back on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Ever since I've started going live on YouTube, I don't know if it's like Facebook is like messing me up, but when I used to go live on Facebook, when I used to just go live on Facebook by myself, comments all day. Mm-hmm. Now I barely get comments on Facebook, but on YouTube, hella comments. I only popped up 14 questions. Because I tried not to pop up if me and you talking about Lord, if me and you talking about dark skin and somebody says, "Oh, dark skin is beautiful," I'm not gonna pop that question up on the screen. There's no need for me to pop that up on the screen. You know, they're responding to the conversation that we're having. They're not necessarily asking you anything.
Right.
I usually only pop up the stuff on the screen when somebody's asking something so that the model can respond and people know what we're responding to. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna text her or I'm gonna write on Instagram. See if she's still available tomorrow, or I'm gonna wake up in the morning and write her again, and I will let you know if she's not, or if she just don't show up. I'm gonna need you to be at home on standby.
Okay, I'll be here.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and write her now.
Okay.
And then I'll text you in about 10 minutes if she don't reply.
All righty then.
All right, so thank you guys for watching. We've been live for hour and a half. I am about to go ahead and hop on Xbox. And she came back.
I don't know if it was worth it to come back.
Yeah, I don't know if she came back. I don't know if she came back on accident, but I was just like, since you're here, you might as well stay so I can end the show with you in the stream. But thank you guys for watching, listening. I do have a live call-in show that I am going to say every time I'm on live. I have a live call-in show coming that I'm going to start September 23rd, which is the first day of fall. We're going to do live call-in. So if people don't want to comment and they want to actually be in the live, I'm gonna have a call-in show. Also, speaking of that, since you back, that link that I inbox you, if you ever see me on live with somebody like me and you want to actually join the live with me and whoever I'm on live with, click that link.
Okay.
So especially on days when I start doing these topics, because when I start doing my call-in show every Sunday, I'm going to do topics. So I'm only going to go live when I go live on Sundays starting in the fall. Is going to be a topic Sunday. So it's going to be a specific topic that we're talking about. It can be modeling related, it can be non-modeling related, but it's going to somehow be related to modeling.
Okay.
So for example, all this stuff that's going on now with this, Black people, we need our own stuff. Mm-hmm. I do want to know how Black models feel about it, especially when it comes to model agencies and magazines and photographers and stuff like that. So businesses, we should have our own clothing stores, our own clothing lines. Y'all are models. Y'all may feel like, you know what, I'm only going to model for Black swimwear or Black fashion clothes instead of modeling for Sue's fashion stuff. Nope, you can't answer the question now.
Oh.
Now we can have it. We can talk about it tomorrow, but in the fall, I'm going to have topics like those.
I see.
So I've been telling everybody has that link. If they literally see me on live with 8 people and they want to join into the stream and talk, they're welcome to come and show their face and talk, or they can just call in. My call-in number will be at the bottom. It won't be the number that you have. It won't be my personal number. It'll be a Google number, obviously. But that's what I plan on doing. So I told myself when I get 50 more YouTube subscribers, I'm only doing this on YouTube. YouTube is perfect for this stuff. Mm-hmm. So plus the exposure on YouTube is completely different. So I'm definitely going to do that. So I will talk to you in about 10 minutes. I'm going to go right here.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back sometime this week or next weekend. And you guys have a good night because I'm about to go ahead and wake up everybody in my apartment building. All right. I'll talk to you in a second.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right.